Hi everyone. So we are going to start our next session, the second session on the simple calculator. So in the first session, we have created the J-frame, the basic J-frame, and on top of that, we have added the J-panel, and I will show you the GUI where we left in the first session. Okay, this is the GUI that we have done. You can see the J-frame on top of it. This is the J-panel arithmetic operations with a title. Okay, so first I will show you the final outcome of this software program, the final software. Okay, it's like this. Okay, so on like as you can see, we have completed the simple calculator, the title on the top, and J-panel arithmetic operation. Then we have set of components inside the J-panel. Okay, just like for you to identify these UI components, user interface components, the first number, second number, result, those text are labels. Okay, so these are three labels: first number, second number, and result. And on the right hand side, in front of those labels, we have three text fields which user can enter inputs, text fields. And at the bottom we have 5 buttons: clear, plus, minus, multiply, and divide. Okay, so in this program we are going to work with three basic UI controllers, I would say: labels, buttons, and text fields. Okay, so we are going to start working on the GUI part. I just drag a label from the palette and placed it on the J-panel, and I'm just going to change the label. Okay, first I will run and show you like how it looks like. Okay, display the string as JLabel1, which is the default value of a label. So I just want to see this, so I just want to change this to first number. Okay, what I'll do is I'll right click on the label and go to properties. I'm just going to change a property of this label, which is the text. Okay, so this is the property name, so these are the property values on the right hand side. So text property will be having a value as JLabel1, and I'm just going to change it as first number. Okay, and I want to, okay, let's see how it looks like. Close it and run the project. Okay, here we go. So we have done a label first number. It is like this. I just want to make it right align and go to properties again, go to the alignment, horizontal alignment, this property, and change the value to right. Okay, I want to make it like right justify. Okay, so now it justifies to right side. Then I'm just going to add the text field. Select the text fields from the palette and drag it to the J-panel and place it on the J-panel. Resize it and right click on it, go to properties. Okay, so I'm just going to change few properties of this text field. One thing I would do is change this text, which has the default value as J text field 1, as you can see in the screen also. And I'm just going to remove that because I don't want to see any text in this text fields. I want to make it blank, empty. Okay, so and another thing is I'm just going to give a name, a variable name to this text fields. For that I'm going to this code tab. Okay, there you have like set of variables which is related to the code. That's why it is named as code tab, and I'm just interested in this variable name, which is given as the text field 1. That is the default value given by NetBeans for this text fields. I'm changing it to maybe txt first, txt first number. Okay, I just want to mention one thing here. I just put txt prefix in front of the variable name. Since it's a text field, it's like a standard that people maintain in this industry. All the text fields controllers will have txt prefix in front. Okay. Okay, so we have first number label and in front of it text field. We just run the project and see how it looks like. Okay, here we go. Okay, so this is the controller we have added, and you can type on this. Okay, so nothing will happen since we have not add any actions or the event. Okay, now we are going to work on these other labels and text fields. Drag another label from the palette and go to properties, change the label text to second number. Okay, and maybe change the alignment to right. Okay, horizontal alignment to right. Okay, then get another text fields from the palette, place it there in front of the second number, and make sure that your alignment is in line with the other text field, and go to properties. What you have to do, change this text to and make it like null, remove the text on the text field, and change the name of that variable to txt second number. Okay, so I'm just following the same pattern. Okay, so now we have two text fields added. As you can see in the screen, we have first number and text field in front, second number text field in front, and we just want to keep have the result label and the text field in front. Okay, so take another label, okay, place it there, go to properties, change the label text as result. Okay, it is like this. Fine, go to palette and bring down another text field. Make sure that these alignments are like in par with the other text fields in the panel, and remove the text and go to code and change the variable name txt result. I would name it txt result. Okay, so I have three text fields named as txt first number, txt second number, and txt result. Okay, we'll just see how it looks like. Okay, it's like this. So these text fields can have text inside. Okay, fine. So the final thing left was 4 buttons. Okay, just get a button. As you can see in the palette, there's a controller named button. Get a button from there and maybe place it somewhere like this. Okay, place it, go to properties, and again, like as you can see the pattern, any text on the controller, maybe on a label, maybe on a text field, maybe on a button, there's a property called text once you go to the properties. So that property text will contains the string which is displayed on top of the controller. So I'm just going to change the text property in the button to plus, because this button I need a plus sign to be displayed. Okay, and go to code, and I just want to change the name of this button to btn plus. Okay, so btn prefix is again a standard which is used for buttons, especially for buttons. Btn, 3 characters are taken from the word button, as you get like txt for text field, btn for button, and since it's a plus button, addition button, we'll have the plus as the text. Okay, so click on OK. Okay, so this is our button, and take another button from the palette. Fine, Okay, make sure that the button sizes are like equal. Go to properties, change the text to minus because I want to display the minus sign on the button, and go to code and change the variable name to btn minus. Okay, btn minus. Fine. So we have two more buttons to go. Doing the same thing, asterisk btn multiply, change the button name. Okay, fine. The last button, here we go. Right click on it, change the text to this sign, and change the button name btn divide. Okay, cool. So just run it and see how they looks like. Okay, this is how it looks like, and as you can see, the alignment. So these are some concerns that you need to like maybe learn or keep it in your mind once you are doing this GUI arrangement, controller arrangement in a JPanel. So your text fields like have the same alignment, but your four buttons like is like out of the alignment. I would say the last button, the fourth button, is like out of the frame kind of. So I'm just going to drag these three text fields to make sure. Okay, I'm just dragging these three text fields to make sure that it is in line with the four buttons. Okay, here we go. So we run the project again and see. Okay, so that now it looks better. Fine. So finally we just have a look again on the final outcome. We have a clear button. So that is the last UI component to be added, and take another button, maybe place it somewhere here. Okay, right click and clear on the button, change the name btn clear. Fine. Okay, so now I'm just, since like it is having extra space, I'm just going to size it. Okay, change the size of the J panel first, and change the size of the J frame. Okay, now it's look handy, right? Okay, it's like this. So now actually we are done with building the complete GUI. Now the thing remaining was to give the action, or the like implement the actions to these buttons, and for arithmetic operations, and the action to the clear button. Okay, the next session, the session 3, rather the last session, will demonstrate you how to give actions, or how to how to give implementations to the buttons. Okay, so we are done with the GUI. We have the GUI what we require, and we can just type. Okay, we can just type, we just give numbers. Okay, maybe buttons doesn't work because we haven't given any actions to these buttons. Okay, so we'll just see how we give actions to the buttons in the next session. Thank you.